Hello guys, welcome to the How to Make a Game in UE4 series. So now let's get started. This is gonna be a lot of short videos in a large quantity. So let's get started. First, you're gonna have to download the Epic Games Launcher, which you can from the Epic website, which will be linked in the description below. So you'll once you download the Epic Games Launcher and install it and make an account, you're gonna be faced with this window right here. Just click install. There will be a button called install right here, and it'll download the thing. If you want to check the progress, this is the task button here. So once you download it, there'll be a launch button. Just launch it, then you'll be faced with a window just like this. Just go to new project, blueprint, and select blank and choose whatever name you like. Make sure it says which starter content because we'll need it, and create project. I already created a project, so this is right here. This is the one right here. So let's get started. So this right here is the viewport, and this is used to render all your 3 models and look around. If you hold right click and drag around, you can look around. And if you hold right click and press shift, I mean control, and middle mouse button, you can just drag it around. Middle mouse button, so to pan the camera. And then if you hold right click and press WSD, that's standard control in the video games, you can just move around. And if you want to change the camera speed, there's a button right here which will change the camera. If I set this to 2, this is going to be much slower, and if I set this to like 6, it's going to be much faster. And if you don't like the preset settings in this, you can just, like, if you want it faster, you can just set this to 8 and just increase the scaler. That's going to make it go really fast. And then if you select any of these, uh, oh and right click any of these assets and click focus selected, which is F, you can just go back here. And I'm just going to set this back to 1 and the camera speed back to 4. This right here is modes. I'm going to go over this in a later video. And this is a very important part of the engine. This is the content browser. This is where you import all your assets like models and textures and stuff. You should see one folder right here called starter content. That's basically some content that's included with the Unreal pack by default. And then if you click this little button right here and open this up, you're gonna see this content browser. If you're doing C++, there will be another folder called C++ classes if you make a C++ template. And this right here is the details panel. This, like, if I click on this, it'll tell me what is this. Like, it's a floor and a static mesh component, and if we could add a component here if you want to. So if we add a component right here, it will be parented to the floor. For example, if I add another static mesh, we're just going to search for static mesh. It is going to be parented to this. So we're just going to type static mesh, and we're going to select a mesh shape cube, and this is gonna be parented to the floor. So this is in one object. So this is a details window. You can just delete this now. Just press the delete key, and here we go. Here's some more properties around this. We can change its location by just like backspace, and like we can like do this like 100. That's gonna move it there. I'm gonna set this back to -400. And by the way, the Z is the up and down axis in Unreal, the Y is the left right axis, and the X is the front axis. It varies in game engines, so I'm just telling you, just for information. So there's a lot of other stuff here that I'm not gonna go over in this video. And let's go on to the last thing, that is the word outliner. Uh, this basically lists every single object that is in this map, or basically a level. Okay, every single object that is in this level. So you can just check this out. Like if we select this, that's the player start, or the light source, skylight, the chair. If you click on any of these, you can just select it and just move it around. And if you by chance get lost while moving the camera, just select any one of these objects and press F, so you'll focus on this. That's the shortcut for this, the focus selected. And when you move this around, you'll see that it says lighting needs to be rebuilt. You can build lighting by pressing build lighting only, but that takes a lot of time. So during this tutorial, I'll just go to my light source and set this to movable. That's gonna get rid of that. It eats a lot more performance though. It's a lot more GPU heavy. So if by any chance you lose any of these windows, like this, you can just go to window and details one. There we go, it's back. Like we could get the levels window and just drag it right there and put it right there. These are basically the maps. Like you can make another map, right click and create new, and just save it anywhere you want. It's a level asset. I'm just gonna type level 2 and enter. You can just go to level 2. That is actually gonna be the same as this, because it's the same map. Actually no, sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be a blank map, like no lighting. So if you go to the world outliner now, you can see that there's nothing except the world. So sorry for the abrupt cut, I just had to do something. So once we come here, we can just go back to the content, start content, maps. You can just click on the stud map, and I expect it to load it back again. Just wait a second, just let it load, save. And this is like the starter map. It's gonna show you all the things that are in starter content, which is this. Like most of the things, like there's like mats and stuff, like fire effects, spark effects and stuff. And if you want to go back to the old map, you can just click here and just go minimal default, and we're gonna back at this map. So that's pretty cool. So we can just drag this back here. So I think that's gonna be all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.